Moldboard plow. The moldboard plow is where modern farming begins. Before a single seed touches the ground, this machine tears through raw earth and flips it completely upside down. A curved metal blade called the moldboard slices into the soil at a depth of 15 to 30 centimeters, lifts the top layer and rolls it over. This buries surface weeds underground, exposes fresh, nutrient-rich soil from below, and breaks up compacted ground so roots can spread easily. A modern moldboard plough can have 3 to 18 individual blades mounted in a row. Large grain farms in the American Midwest use 12 bottom ploughs that flip over 15 acres in a single hour. Even though no-till methods are growing rapidly across the West, the majority of traditional farms worldwide still rely on this machine every planting season. The seed drill turned farming from a gamble into a science. Before this machine, farmers scattered seeds by hand across open fields. Most seeds landed too close together, too deep, or on the surface where birds ate them. The seed drill uses metal tubes connected to a hopper filled with seed. As the machine moves forward, rotating gears feed exact amounts of seed down each tube into narrow furrows cut into the soil. Trailing press rollers immediately cover the seed at the perfect depth. Modern precision seed drills use GPS and electronic sensors to control spacing between each seed down to the millimeter. A single machine can plant 40 to 60 rows simultaneously at 15 kilometers per hour. One operator can plant over 200 acres in a single day, a task that once required 50 workers an entire week. Combine harvester. The combine harvester is the most important machine in modern agriculture. It combines 3 operations into one. Cutting, threshing, and cleaning all happen simultaneously. A wide header cuts the standing crop and feeds it inside. A threshing drum spins at high speed, beating grain loose from the stalks. Vibrating sieves and powerful fans separate clean grain from chaff and straw. The John Deere X9 1100 carries a grain tank rated at 16,200 litres. When full, an unloading auger transfers grain into a truck driving alongside without the combine ever stopping. Leftover straw is chopped and spread back onto the field or ejected for baling. The X9 and Class Lexion 8900 can harvest over 100 tons per hour with headers stretching 45 feet wide. One combine doing wheat harvest processes enough grain in 1 hour to make roughly 180,000 loaves of bread. Cotton picker. The cotton picker handles one of farming's most delicate tasks. Cotton fibers grow inside bowls that open at different times across the same field. Picking them without damage requires extreme precision. Modern cotton pickers use rows of rotating barbed spindles that spin at high speed while generating a slight static charge. Combined with natural moisture in early morning cotton, this static helps the spindles grip and pull fluffy cotton cleanly from each open bowl while leaving unopened bowls untouched. The cotton is then stripped off by counter-rotating rubber pads called doffers and blown into a massive onboard basket. A 6-row cotton picker harvests 6 to 8 acres per hour, collecting enough raw cotton to produce over 10,000 t-shirts in a single day. Forage harvester. The forage harvester chops entire fields of standing crops into tiny pieces in minutes. Unlike a combine that separates grain, this machine shreds the whole plant into pieces as small as 6 to 10 millimeters. The chopped material, called silage, feeds cattle and livestock. A header gathers the crop and feeds it into powerful rollers. Behind them, a drum fitted with razor-sharp knives spins at over 1,000 revolutions per minute, slicing through everything. A kernel processor then cracks open corn kernels, making silage more digestible for animals. The chopped material launches through a spout into a trailer driving alongside. The Krone BIG-X 1180 produces 1,156 horsepower and processes over 300 tons per hour, filling a standard trailer in under 2 minutes. Round baler. The round baler takes loose hay or straw scattered across a field and compresses it into tight cylindrical bales. A pickup reel lifts material off the ground and feeds it into a chamber of spinning belts. Inside, the material wraps around itself under increasing pressure until it forms a dense bale weighing 500 to 900 kilograms. The machine automatically wraps it with twine or net wrap, then drops it through a hydraulic tailgate. Some advanced models also wrap bales in plastic film, creating sealed silage bales that ferment and preserve feed for months without spoiling. Modern balers produce a finished bale every 30 to 45 seconds. A single round bale contains enough hay to feed one cow for approximately 2 weeks. Crop duster. The crop duster is an aircraft built to spray pesticides, herbicides and fertilizers from the air. These planes fly just 3 to 5 meters above the crop canopy at speeds of 160 to 240 kilometers per hour. Spray booms under the wings release a fine mist across a swath up to 25 meters wide. The pilot must account for wind speed, humidity and temperature to ensure spray lands precisely on the target crop without drifting onto neighbouring fields. A single crop duster treats 400 to 600 acres per sugarcane harvester. The sugarcane harvester tackles one of the tallest crops on Earth. Stalks grow up to 6 meters tall and are packed with moisture, making them extremely heavy. The first contact point is the topper, a spinning blade assembly that slices off leafy green tops before they enter the machine. This removes useless material and ensures only sugar-rich stalk goes through. Below, base cutter discs slice the stalks at ground level. The cane feeds through chopping rollers that cut it into 20 to 30 centimeter billets. Extractor fans, potato harvester. The potato harvester digs beneath the surface to pull out a crop no other machine can reach. Potatoes grow 10 to 25 centimeters underground, making harvest a completely different challenge. A wide blade cuts beneath the potato bed and lifts soil, rocks and potatoes onto vibrating chain web conveyors. As material travels along these shaking chains, loose soil falls through while potatoes ride on top. Optical sensors and rubber separator rollers remove rocks and damaged tubers, leaving only clean potatoes. The sorted potatoes travel up an elevator into a trailer. A 4-row self-propelled harvester like the Grimm Tektron 415 digs up to 2 hectares per hour, pulling 80 to 100 tons of potatoes from the ground in a single day. Grain cart. The grain cart is the critical link between combine and truck. It is a high-capacity wagon pulled by a tractor with a built-in auger that unloads at speeds up to 500 bushels per minute. During harvest, combines cannot stop. Every idle minute costs money and daylight. The grain cart drives alongside the combine, receives grain on the move, then shuttles it to a truck at the field edge. This relay keeps the combine running non-stop. Modern grain carts carry 1,000 to 2,500 bushels per load on massive flotation tyres designed to reduce soil compaction despite loads exceeding 30 tons. During peak harvest on large American and Australian farms, a single grain cart transfers over 3,000 tons in one day, making it one of the most underrated yet essential machines in the entire harvesting chain.